Today I'm going to be taking a look at a random platinum 2v2 match replay from ballchasing.com. Identify some common mistakes and areas for improvement, and then tell you how you can practice and work towards eliminating them from your own game. If you're currently in platinum and looking to rank up, then stick around because this video will help you out a ton. Once again, this is a completely random match. I have never watched it before. I have no idea who these four players are. I've randomly chosen to spectate one again, and let's get straight into it. Right off kickoff, he's going for a cheat. Off the wall now. He collected that side boost. Unable to capitalize, but his teammate is there for the follow-up. That was a really good start. If you're someone who struggles to control your car and the ball on the wall, then I will put a training pack code on the screen right now, which I highly recommend using. Having better control of the wall is extremely important going up the ranks, so definitely spend some time and practice that. When he goes for the kickoff, he simply boosts all the way until he gets right next to the ball and then does one flip into it. I would recommend doing a kickoff with at least one flip in the middle. This is what it looks like. So again, he's going off the wall. He does a bit of a heavy touch there, and because he doesn't have any boost, he's unable to get really close to the ball for a dunk. When you're hitting the ball off the wall, just pay attention to how much boost you have. That should be a good indicator on how hard you should be hitting the ball. He has a lot of space here. As you can see, Shadow is rotating back and Rocket League AFK is also going into his own corner to grab boost. Right now he has a lot of space. He decides to take it up for an air dribble, but he could easily just go for a ground dribble play instead. You don't get more points for doing anything fancy, so try and stick to the basics and get more consistent at them. And he ultimately fails the air dribble anyway. His landing though is not bad at all. Recoveries are definitely something you should work on improving, so he did a good job there landing. Oh my, he scored the own goal. Hey, I'm getting pretty lucky with these. Well, I don't know, maybe this is just what happens in every gold and platinum match with the own goals, but we had one last video. We have another one here. Here he was just simply too slow to react. Here he again did a very strong touch and it actually handed over possession. Shadow messes up a touch off the wall, so he's not controlling it at all. Rocket League AFK is rotating back to his net. So here, Games has an opportunity to control the ball, potentially go for a dribble. If he were to bounce it off the wall, he could simply drive a bit to the right and then take a shot. He would probably beat his opponent to the ball because the opponent is currently backwards. Instead, he hits it like this though, and then it just gives possession over to the opponent. The opponent hits it hard and gives back possession to him. Look at this. We have Shadow hit it off the corner, which hands over possession. Here, Games hands over possession. Here, AFK hands over possession. Here, Games hands over possession. There, AFK hands over possession. Back hands over possession. Oh? Don't do that. If your teammate has control of the ball, don't hit it off them. So his teammate here misses the touch off the wall. Again, I highly recommend practicing your wall control. I will put another custom training pack on the screen now to practice clears off the wall. Not only do you want to be able to make offensive plays, you also want to be really, really solid on your backboard. So definitely take a look at that pack if you do not feel very confident in defending from the backboard. Okay, so here, right now, as you can see, he can see his teammate is wanting to get this next touch, right? He wants to go for it. He has driven into this corner and he is now pretty much right next to his teammate, as you can see. You do not want to be sitting right next to your teammate. The field can be visualized sort of as a grid. You want to try and be one grid square away from your teammate at pretty much all times. It's a general rule. It's not perfect every time, but in general, when you're rotating around, you don't want to be in the same grid square as your teammate. Right now, they're in literally the exact same position and both facing the exact same direction. If, for example, Shadow flicks the ball right now, they're both in the exact same spot. One needs to be putting pressure while the other is back, so that if the opponent gets a flick or a dribble past the first, then the second is in a position to challenge. Okay, again, it's rolled the wall, but it's bounced off. He's going for an air dribble again. So this guy really wants to practice his air dribbles, I guess. There is a place to do that though, and it's called free play. It actually works out because the opponent goes for boost in the corner and then is a bit far away. Let's just go back a little bit. So this player, this is the opponent now from the guy that we're usually spectating. But right now he has 18 boost. He's picked up another one. He now has 30 boost. He then uses all 30 boost to not really move anywhere. He drives past this small pad. There's no boost in the corner. He gets this one. He uses this one. Then he does pick up this one and drives past that one to get this boost in the corner. So he could probably have 50 boost potentially or more, even if he hadn't driven all the way into the corner to get this big boost pad. And that's just because he's using it completely unnecessarily. So pay attention to when you're boosting and don't use all the boost that you've just picked up instantly. This is okay so far. His teammate needs to rotate back. Alright, there's two important things here. Number one, clearly his shadow aerials are not very good. He jumps way too high. I again have another training pack code, which I'll put on the screen now, but definitely practice your shadow defense. It is extremely important, especially for 1v1. Speaking of 1v1, play it more if you want to work on your shadow defense. The other thing is, he knows that his teammate is rotating down the midfield. His teammate is going to be facing the ball. Just picked up a couple small pads as well. So he has boost. He's facing the ball. He's in a much better position to make the save here. So he should just get out of the way. Pay attention to where your teammate is and let them go for the touch if they're in a better position. Here he just completely messes up the aerial and he doesn't have a great recovery. He should have used one jump to get in the air and the second jump to put power on the hit to get a strong clear. The ball is so close to the ground, there is absolutely no need to double jump here, and he's going to beat Shadow to the ball either way. There's no real need for him to go here. Given that the opponents have been quite weak on the wall, he could just wait. Shadow again has driven up the wall, right? He could just wait to see what the opponent does. The opponent may miss, may make a pass, a great setup even. He can just wait for that and then capitalize on those mistakes. Definitely something you should do is pay attention to your opponent's weaknesses and try and play off those. If the opponent has been weak on the wall the whole match, chances are they're going to make another mistake on the wall. That's when you can punish them for it. Here, after he lands, he has a perfect opportunity to make a back pass, meaning he hits the ball towards his own net, but to his teammate who is right there. You can see his teammate is literally in the perfect spot. He can hit the ball straight down the center of the field, so keep possession. Instead, he drives right past the ball. If there is an opportunity where you're rotating back, you're the closest player to the ball, and your teammate is in a position where you'll be able to get a comfortable pass in, look for those back pass opportunities. He's doing a pretty good job at rotating back post, so that is always good. Oh god. Is that in? Has he scored another one? Surely not. Oh my god, he gets a pinch off the post. This is definitely a prime example of when you want to use camera swivel to look at where your teammate is. His teammate was going for the next touch, which was perfectly fine for him to do, and he nearly scores the own goal. If he had just used camera swivel to look to the right, he would have seen his teammate coming in and he could have just gotten out of the way. Alright then, that is the game. Let me know if this video helped you out at all in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content to help you improve. I'll see you next time.